Hello, everyone. This is Spiritual Teacher for You. My name is Cassie, and I'm here to do a reading. I had a little bit of energy this morning. I had a very strong urge to sage my house, but I used Palo Santo. For some reason, that's what I've been drawn to use lately. And I've also been feeling a lower back sensation this morning, and as well as my heart, and it feels like it's trying to creep up into my throat, but it doesn't quite go there. So I'm feeling solar plexus, heart, and lower back, which is the root chakra. So it feels like there's some energies in the air right now that are a little bit tricky. It is July 1st, and I have felt like there is energy astrologically, planetary alignment type stuff that is affecting the energy right now. It feels like, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm getting a nauseous feeling, and I truly believe that is a symptom of it's a symptom of making a choice. And the choice seems to be with dealing with, see how uncomfortable I am? Like, yeah, you feel uncomfortable in your own skin. That's what I'm feeling. I can't get comfortable. I can feel the shirt on my skin all of a sudden. So someone here is really like just uncomfortable. And it feels like to me you're in a decision making type of time where where you feel like you need to make a choice between your old life and a new one that you know nothing about. So for a lot of people, this choice will be easy. There's no way they're going to choose something they don't know about. And then for others, you're like, but I need something different, I need something that's more aligned with what I'm feeling. And so I do feel a bit of a heartache in some of you because you don't see a way out of your current circumstances that seems feasible for where you're at right now. I do feel like for some of you that there's still some healing that needs to be done. Okay, that is strange. I've now pulled 2 hairs out of my tarot deck. 2 long hairs. And I didn't find them until I was shuffling. So there's definitely something here about finding, almost like a you know how briars can get all wrapped up in plants, and because of their little pokey thorns, when you try to pull them out, it really messes up the plant. So you have to and that's how the hair was in my tarot deck here, was all entangled. And when I pulled it out, it was like pulling apart the tarot deck. So something here, it feels like there's something really entangled all up in your life, somebody's energy. It doesn't feel good. It feels like they've made their way in and out of cracks of your entire life, so that when you try to pull it out, they're just caught, in different places of your life. So you can't really get rid of their entire energy. But you can. They just think you can't. Yeah, so I'm getting that for someone here. I do see with the 7 of Pentacles coming on out, this feels very earthy energy because I was just thinking of the blueberry bushes and the briars that I had coming up out of them, and they were just all tangled. And when I tried to pull them out, it would just like rip the blueberry bush. And so I'm getting earth energy from this 7 of Pentacles, and that kind of looks like my blueberry bush. And also the blueberries were very good this year. And so it feels like you've invested, you've done some work on yourself, you've done some healing. There's still some healing to be done, but you are definitely on the way to healing fully and feeling good about it. with the victory card coming out there, the 6 of Wands. People are definitely supporting you in doing this healing. And it feels like in particular that someone is waiting on you to heal fully. Interesting. There's something about the green, and it's like a lime green down there, the cloth over the horse. Something to make it look fancier. Like I'm hearing a cover up. Like someone's covering up something. I'm also getting, because I just got a pain through my heart chakra. I'm also getting, and I just saw 5:50 on the clock and now 5:55, which is a number of change, but that someone is riding on your victory. Interesting. Yeah, someone wants to ride on your victory. They don't want to do the work themselves. You've done the work, and then someone else is showing or trying to be the one saying they're the one that I helped you with all of this. I did this. That was my idea. Okay, it may not be in those words exactly, but that's the energy I'm getting, is like someone, and that's why they tangled their way into your life, so that when you say you've done something, they can stake claim to it. Yeah, like their wand is like, ha, I got this. Kind of reminds me of when we were the space race back in 69, wanting to get to the moon before Russia did. And so we put our flag on the moon. Anyways, I won't go into that. But it feels like, they're putting their flag somewhere that it doesn't truly belong, that it doesn't belong to them at all. Even the horse is looking at them like, what are you doing? This ain't yours. I mean, I will happily ride along here, but I'm judging you. That's what that horse is looking at him like. And then the people are going, yeah, because they don't know any better. They're just celebrating. They're celebrating. It's like this person is like, well, you know why they did that, right? It's because I blah, 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 blah. Those people are so frustrating. Yeah, my dog's barking confirmed that. Okay, what else is there out here? What else does the collective need to know? Okay, so what more do we need to know about this person that has briared their way into your life? I usually don't like it when readings go into a tougher topic, but life is about tough topics, and sometimes we need to look into those. In fact, those are the times that we really need a reading, right? So this is definitely for someone who's been trying to be positive, trying to focus on positive things and really work towards healing and all that, but there are still some things that need to be addressed that don't feel so positive, but you've been avoiding them because of not wanting to go down any kind of dark path. But there's some darkness around you that needs to be addressed. Now that doesn't mean, okay, Spirit, so what else then? Yeah, okay. Exactly what I was feeling. 7 of Wands. So there's that 7 again. And then we've got 8 of Swords. So there's definitely someone you feel like you have to put your guard up with all the time. And they truly are trying to blind you. They truly are trying to make you feel less than you are. I'm getting a sensation in my left calf. And so I feel like, and that's the feminine side, I feel like it is a feminine figure that is trying to weave their way into your life. But I feel like you've been ignoring it for a long time, but you felt it for a long time. And so now you're just now standing up for yourself. And my goodness, if that's not the same lime green as the cloth on the horse. Look at that. The same lime green that they're wearing is on the horse. So yes, this is definitely someone trying to say that what you're doing is because of them. And I feel like for some of you, you actually believed it. And that's why the Eight of Swords is out here. Because you actually believe it, like, oh crap, yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do this if not for that. And yeah, they may have had a part in your success, but did they go out and put themselves out there? Did they write the thing? Did they paint the thing? Did they create the thing? They might have been like an idea that got sparked, or but there's no way that they have any kind of claim on what's yours. Don't give them any other credit that they don't deserve. Don't give them credit that they don't deserve, is what I'm trying to say. And I see them just wanting you to say that. And it's like it feeds them. Oh God, it's kind of not good. It doesn't feel good. It feeds them. Like you give them credit and then it's like, yes. Yes. Worship me. I mean, they don't say that or act like, but that is the energy I feel. They freaking want you to grovel and say, and then if you're giving some kind of acceptance speech, they want you to make sure you mention their name and say you couldn't have done it without them. It just feels very ego driven. Gosh, and you worked so hard. Yeah, here we go. We've got the Star and then the Nine of Cups. With the Star coming out and the Nine of Cups, they can't touch you. There's no way that they are the ones that get victory for your work, your hard work, for your determination, for your courage, for your bravery. It may feel like that at some point, but no, there's no way. Spirit is protecting you. You are the Star. You have a divine energy about you, a divine purpose. And with the Nine of Cups, this is fulfillment. This is absolute just satisfaction in all ways here with whatever you're doing. And this, to me, this feels like Spirit's like, you keep doing you. You keep being the Star that you are. I heard authenticity. And then they will bless you abundantly. But if you let this person keep weaving their little briar into your life, you're going to have to set up some boundaries. That's you setting boundaries. You're going to have to set some really, like, with your mind. And, usually people see this as a self-sabotage card. To me, right now, I see this as Spirit saying you need to protect yourself. Call on Archangel Michael to put his sword, put his shield of protection around you, to use his sword to cut any negative influences out of your life. Yes. And see, here you are. They're sitting over there like, oh no, I can feel them pulling away. I can feel them catching on to me, but you're just over here shining with the sun. You're just over here shining, doing your thing, being joyful, happy, playful, focusing on what's important to you. You could have a child. This definitely feels like a mother that is wanting to it feels like a mother figure for sure, a feminine. Could be a mother figure in your life, but that's not your mother. Could be like a partner that you are with that wants to take, what's the word? Ownership of everything. I'm also feeling a circumstance here where someone is with a partner and, gosh, I'm getting like such itchy feelings on my left hip here. Again, the feminine side. Yeah, there's more hair. There's more hair tangled, you guys. It's like little briars. Goodness. Um, yeah, but you clear the weeds out. You clear the weeds out, I'm hearing. Because all of this abundance I see is weed free. There's no weeds here. It's all clear. But there was a circumstance that someone here has a partner who, oh, what was it? Did I lose it? Something about ownership and having a partner. Oh, that's what it was. It's that you have to, like, you are on the road to victory, but you're having to fight your partner the whole way, because they see you rising as the star that you are, and you're having to fight them and their energy to get to this point. And yeah, it really causes you some stress and anxiety. But that seems very specific for a certain couple. All right, we've got the Page of Wands coming out here. Where are you going, Page of Wands? Who are you looking at? Okay. All right, yeah, more. You're not done yet. Page of Wands is very optimistic, though. Optimistic energy. And the Hermit comes out right behind it. So there is a need to take a look at your desires, your goals, your dreams, and go after them. Like, there is someone who will guide you. Yeah, they're saying, come, come this way. Follow me. I have some advice for you. I have a way for you to get rid of these briars. I do see that you've cut a lot out here. See how barren the land is back there? You've cut out a lot of the unnecessary stuff, but there's still more coming with the Five of Wands here. And you are going to be having to make a tough decision with the Two of Swords. It probably has something to do with, well, what does this decision have to do with? Let's ask Spirit, because I feel different things for different people. So let me just say what I'm feeling, and then we'll see if the cards confirm. For some of you, I'm feeling you'll have to make a decision to cut someone out of your life that's causing just too much stress and anxiety and worry, and just too much. It's too much. And they don't realize what they're doing. It's just them being them that's causing this. So it does feel like you're cutting something out of your life, and that's why it's a tough decision, or that you're leaving something behind. But you're clearing the weeds. I mean, that's what this is to me, is like you're clearing the weeds. You're picking the weeds out. You're picking those briars out. And so that's why you're forced with a tough decision, because once you realize what has entangled into your life so thoroughly, it's going to require you to cut it out, to cut the source. I can chop the briars like I did on my front bushes out in my yard. I trimmed the bushes out there, and there were a bunch of briars growing up, and I was like, well, right now it looks good, but in a couple of weeks, guess what? Those briars were still growing and growing on top and weaving in and out. And if I just keep chopping the head off of them, they're still the root. They're still very much rooted in the ground. So there's something here about finding the root, getting to the root of where they are, entangling themselves and growing from. There's something that they are latching onto in your life. Could be your insecurities, could be your inexperience, could be your naivety, could be your temper. I'm feeling for some of you, yeah, definitely with the wands here. For some of you, they are mind trickerying you. Yeah, they just know how to weave their way. And they've done it. They've done it. And you are finally finding all the briars and all the little branches that it's gone into. And it hurts. It does. It hurts because when you go for those briars, they got the thorns on them, right? So it's pokey. Okay, yeah. Once you make this decision, though, you will need a time of rest. Hold on, give me just a second, because I'm getting that nauseous feeling. Okay, there goes my throat. This is coconut water. Actually, cacao water. Superfruit hydration. I thought it was coconut. Cacao juice. Triple filtered water and then cold pressed cacao juice. And I'm seeing the number 22 very loud and proud right there. So the number 22 might be significant. Blue stripes, and it's got a gorilla on the front. Sorry, I've never actually looked at this before. But Spirit wanted me to show it to you because I feel like the gorilla means something. The fact that you probably need to hydrate, cacao, and blue. Those are coming out to me. Blue is the color for your throat chakra, which is, of course, speaking your truth. The gorilla, though, I'm not sure what he represents. Let's see. That little look on his face. He's silly. Okay. Gorillas to me represent okay, while she does her business, I'm going to pause and look up gorilla. I meant my cat Tweak. She's in the litter box using the bathroom. But yeah, gorillas are about strength and family and inner strength and resilience and the way they lead their family with such authority. And they're very intelligent creatures. So this is a time of really harnessing that inner strength and that love of family and approaching this in a diplomatic, gentle way, whatever this is, right? Okay, we've got the Four of Swords coming out and the Devil. The Devil, to me, I hear temptations, bringing temptations in. It's like after you make a tough decision and you rest to kind of seal this decision in with the four of swords here, then here comes the devil tempting you. So this feels like the same kind of energy coming back around to tempt you into your old a decision was made and now it's like, well, wait. It just feels like when you break up with somebody, but they're like, I miss you. I'm sorry for what I did. Please come back. I promise things will change. And then you go back and nothing has changed. It might have changed for 2 seconds and then it's back to the way it was. And so I do feel that you are going to have to really, really, really make that decision. Yeah, it's time to make a judgment call. Do you want to head towards peace, or do you want to keep reliving the same nightmare? And I'm seeing that Nine of Swords right above the Judgment. So with the Ace of Pentacles coming out here, it feels like there is a way that you can be successful and not go back to this energy, this devil energy, and be tempted. But it is going to require you to take a hard, good look at your life, look at your finances, look at where you're at independently. Because it feels like you have maybe possibly been relying on the story that keeps forming is someone has been relying on someone else for far too long. And it's time now to decide if you want to continue staying in that weave of briars, and just the whole thing feels so just, what's the word I'm looking for? Just complex. it's a complicated situation is what I hear somebody saying, like changing their Facebook status to it's complicated. And really it's not complicated. We make it complicated, but if you're in a situation that just isn't working for you, you have every right to walk away from it. Okay, so what else? What advice? Let's clean this up, you guys. And I want to know some advice we can give the collective at this time about this whole situation. It's obviously a dire situation that I can tell it has really made you uncomfortable. Is brought so much unrest to you. Look what just popped on out. 10 of Wands, you guys. That's a wonderful, wonderful sign of a cycle completed. But it's also, I can tell you're carrying a lot of weight. You're carrying a lot of weight. And you feel like you're at a point of you not knowing what to do. Okay. 3, Queen of Swords, and 3 of Wands. So this is about bringing to life what you really want. And you might have to take the stance of a Queen of Swords, which is someone who sets a very firm boundary. And I kind of felt this energy in my last reading. This is someone who sets a very firm boundary and sticks to it, but doesn't close off her heart so much so that she's not open to new, exciting energy coming in. This is just someone who knows they have to put up some very strict boundaries in order for them to escape this briar situation. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but with those boundaries, that's how you cut those briars. You use that sword to cut those briars. You use that sword to cut down all those weeds and branches that are in the way. And yeah, I see you having fun doing it. You see how they've cleared out now? This was you before. This will be you after you set those boundaries and cut some of those briars out. Yeah, it's the end of, well, I hear a relationship, but it's the end of you putting yourself in the back. It's the end of you not giving look at this. There's more hair. You guys, in the deck. That's crazy. Yeah. You're moving on. You're moving on from this old way of living that just doesn't work for you anymore. You're moving on. Oh, that's so interesting. The towers there in the back, I don't know if you can see them. Right there, there's towers and the sun is back there. So you're moving on into a much brighter future. I'm also getting a sea turtle here for some reason. Like the flag on the death card looks like a sea turtle to me. So someone may be into sea turtles. Also, I'm getting Knight. 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 Because death is basically one of the knights bringing in this transition, this transformation, coming to collect what no longer serves. To let everyone know that things have changed and are changing. And you see, as they walk through the town, the horse is just like, yes, this is the way. Also, that's a white horse. White is jumping out to me lately. We've got the 7 of Cups. Guys, this is just possibilities. So many possibilities. I am seeing that your dreams are becoming much more vivid lately. You might have said, I can't remember my dreams. I'm also noticing that snake coming out of that cup. Okay, we've got the 9 of Swords again. But this doesn't feel like your worry anymore. This does not feel like your worry anymore. That feels like the person you let go. And you know, they are faced to judge their own life as you walk away. But y'all, with the Ten of Pentacles, this seems like the best decision for everybody. It feels like you tried your best. You gave it a go. You tried your best, but now it's time to be free. Holy moly. My dogs just went nuts for a squirrel and it scared the bejesus out of me. Loud noises definitely are probably something you're experiencing lately and they startle you. This is all part of everything going on. It's meant to get your attention. So when I said it's the best choice for everyone that you leave that briarship, it's the best choice for everyone. It helps them. It helps you. It helps the person trying to weave their way in. It helps everybody. There goes another exclamation. I don't know if you heard my phone just now. Oh, today's July 1st. So if you are into rituals and stuff, it's a great time to, I take cinnamon and salt and pour some in my hand. And then I go to my front door and I just speak words of abundance and, all good things. And then I blow the salt and cinnamon into my house and I leave it there for about a day and then I go clean it up. And I'm getting, for some of you, you can do an extra step, clean it up and then sprinkle it on your front porch or by your front door somewhere. All right. Yes. This is an act of self-love, you guys. And you're not used to doing that. But this act of self-love shows the universe that you are ready for what's to come. Because they need to know that you can handle the abundance and the manifestations of your desires. Here it comes. Knight of Pentacles. I told you I was feeling a knight. Here it is, Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, you pave the way. You pave the way for all this to come in. We've got pentacle, money, abundance here. We've got wand, passion and energy here. We got water, emotions. You are going to be fulfilled. Very much fulfilled. As I was shuffling, I did see the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak card. So I do know that this will be very emotional and sad for you because you gave it your best. You gave it a go. Okay, now we've got the Ace of Pentacles. It came out reversed, but y'all, I'm going with my intuition here and it feels like it needs to be upright. So someone is coming in with an opportunity, or something is coming in with an opportunity for you to really be on a path of abundance, of living life in a free way. I'm just noticing all that secret garden down there. I just see you living this fairy tale life of your dreams. All right, we got Page of Cups, but it was reversed and that feels right. Y'all, the energy around me right now is nuts. All these noises. The washing machine just went go, go, go. Okay. I'm not stopping. There's the devil. They're trying to distract you. They're trying to bring you back into their... Yeah, this separation, this breakup definitely for your partner, it just feels like they are drowning in their sorrows is what I'm hearing. But that is part of the plan. They want you to feel bad. But you're the Queen of Swords. You put up them boundaries and yeah, you might come off a little cold-hearted, but that's what you've got to do to cut yourself off from this energy. Otherwise, you'll just go right back to it, okay? And if you try to be soft and gentle, you can do that to a point. And it feels like this person's not going to respect your boundaries necessarily. And so they're going to try to emotionally manipulate you because they know that you've made a decision like, hey, no more. So now they're just trying to manipulate your emotions to tempt you to come back to them. The Magician. This is your time of telling spirit, telling the universe, telling the vortex, if you're an Abraham Hicks fan, telling what you want. What do you want now? Do you want peace, freedom? You want abundance? You want your dream home? You want a farm? Do you want to focus on building that center that's going to be beneficial for everyone? Are you going to buy that venue that you know will bring so much happiness to so many people? What do you want? What do you want? This is the time. After you let go of this energy that was definitely keeping you from having sweet fruit to grow because the briars were so intertwined, feeding off your nutrients. Once you let go, that's the thing. Once you let go of that energy that's been, sucking all of your good energy, not all of it. I mean, you still had enough to be able to make decisions for yourself. But once they're gone, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like to be happy and to be in my own space and feel peace and freedom. And you're not ever going to want to go back. It's not even going to be a thing that you're tempted to do. Okay. And because of that, here comes the Two of Cups. You become fully balanced in yourself. And I also see this as coming into union with your person. Divine feminine, divine masculine. I am wondering why. It feels like this person, though, might be kind of going through something themselves. So maybe y'all meet and you help this person heal. I'm getting that for some of you, not all of you. The colors green and black are definitely forward here in this reading. Green, yeah, because even my coffee cup is green and black. Interesting. Green being that of the heart, black being the color of transformation, of a cycle ending and a new one beginning. This is death and rebirth, I'm feeling, for sure. There's healing. Yes, I definitely feel that someone's coming in to help heal, like both of you heal each other. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. And with it being the Nine of Wands, it's like this is the last little bit of healing you have left to do. Okay. All right. So Spirit says that's good for now. I'm going to clean this up. And I'm going to get out one of my healing cards to end the reading on. Okay, they want me to get my different deck of healing. There's something here about waving something over a candle to purify it. This could be anything. Could be your hand, like this. Maybe you do cards and you wave them over the candle. That's what I'm getting. Or just something about the candle, waving something over it. It helps to energize it or clean it or rejuice it or something like that. Okay. One healing card, please. One healing card, please. Okay, there we go. Wisdom. Wisdom. Okay. God has a plan for me. I live here now, knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. Divine timing. I learn from my experiences. I take small steps in faith and succeed thanks to all my efforts. Do you hear that? That is confirmation that yes, it is your efforts that have gotten you to where you are, nobody else's, okay? You are the one that listened. You are the one that implemented. You are the one that engaged. You are the one that asked questions. You are the one that did the healing. So don't let anyone take that away from you, okay? All right, you guys, that is all for now. If you're feeling like you want deeper, more specific messages for your situation, I am doing personal readings and they are booking up. So if you want yours, you might want to let me know. I do have a website coming soon that will help with scheduling, and that way you can see what's available. But just reach out to me on social media or order one from my Etsy shop at Spiritual Teacher for You, you guys. All right. Much love and light. Bye.